Looking back, did you sort of ever imagine you'd be able to go on a tour like this together?
Definitely not. I mean, we're very grateful to have the careers that we've had, obviously. Um, and yeah, I think we both probably would have said that we would have loved to have done something like this, but it's an incredibly hard industry. We want to do a song together. I don't know about a whole record, but eventually I think that would be beautiful. Like I said, it's super hard for us because we both like different things. So we're trying to find the right things to land on that we're like, okay, cool, that's the right song for us to sing. Put on this brave face that I deserve all of this stuff that I've got. And truth be told, I've made some mistakes in my life. I've been suffering with addiction for a long time, and when I wrote the song, I just felt like I didn't deserve anything.
Welcome to Pario magazine, where I chat with individuals who have a desire to create. Today I'm joined by an Australian singer-songwriter who is about to hit stages around the country with his sister in June. Welcome to Pario magazine, Conrad Sewell.
Hey, mate, good to be here.
So we're here today to chat about your journey with music and the upcoming Bloodline Tour alongside your sister Grace. Before we dive into that, I'd like to give our audience a little insight into who Conrad is away from music. Who is Conrad away from the stage?
Ooh, he is a complex man with that lives inside his head most of the time. Has always had big dreams and aspirations to travel the world and create music. He's a father of two, soon to be three young children. He's a friend. Um, he's a lover of travel, music, drinking, and, and with that has come many ups and downs. And he is just navigating life, trying to do the best he can with what he's got.
Very nice. Yeah, very busy with three kids, music career and everything all simultaneous.
Yes, yeah, it's been a big adjustment going from single, living in LA, you know, career going, gangbusters, to moving back home to Australia and becoming a dad. And you know I'm not at the clubs anymore. I'm at the parks, which is the difference, which is a big difference, but probably a big change that I needed in my life, to be honest. So I'm feeling good about everything.
Very nice. So then as we explore your journey, we sort of need to look back a little bit as well to where it all began. When and how did you discover the passion for music?
Mate, very young, like I think I was probably 7 or 8, that I just fell in love with a few albums, a few songs that sort of changed my life. Michael Jackson was a huge influence. I remember watching the Sister Act 2 movie, and just the music that was in that film, and the Motown era was a huge influence on me. My mum had great taste in music. She grew up listening to the Temptations and Stevie Wonder, and my grandparents were singers, so like music was always in the house. And I guess I fell in love with it then, and then I always thought that I was destined to do something great, I guess. And when I started singing, that felt like the most unique and most special thing that I could do.
Okay. So then, as I mentioned, you're gearing up to tour around the country alongside your sister Grace. Is this sort of a bit of a return to those early days of discovering music with her?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, because it's family, it definitely feels like that. She's obviously had an incredible career herself, and even though we're 9 years apart, we're very close. So I've always sort of guided her music career a little bit from in the background, and she's always been there for me as well. And musically now we've sort of come to the point where it's collided, and we can write together. We enjoy singing together. It's a really nice time in our both of our careers where we can now sort of go and do a tour like this, and it feel right and not feel like we're competing or anything like that. It just feel like we're up on stage creating and entertaining together.
Looking back, did you sort of ever imagine you'd be able to go on a tour like this together?
Definitely not. I mean, we're very grateful to have the careers that we've had, obviously. Um, and yeah, I think we both probably would have said that we would have loved to have done something like this, but it's an incredibly hard industry, and it's very hard to make it in, and so to look at the successes that we've had and the fact that we're here, you know, me turning 38 next year, and her at 27, and it's we've been we're very grateful for the fact that we can do this together. Still, 10 years later, after our first big songs came out, that we're able to tour together.
Have you ever performed on stage together?
I brought her up at my last tour, actually, in the Brisbane show, just as a special surprise for the Brisbane crowd. And then we shared the stage, the iHeart stage, in Los Angeles once. But yeah, it's been a very rare thing. So that's why this tour is so special, because it's only happened twice, and they were both pop up, super like impromptu performances. So nothing that's ever been planned, like what we've got planned for you guys now.
And has that sort of planning process and putting this show together, given that it is your sister, been easier than perhaps previous tours?
It won't be easier, actually. It'll be harder because we're both, she's very different to me at the same time, and has likes to do things her way, and I like to do things my way. So it's going to be more of a challenge to make sure that we're both happy, that we're both happy with the show, and that everything ticks her boxes, but also ticks my boxes, and that ultimately, we just want to leave the crowd feeling like they've seen something incredible, and they've heard two voices that will hopefully they'll remember for the rest of their life.
Yep. Yeah, it's a bit of that sibling rivalry and professional rivalry as well. What can people expect from these shows? Is it separate performances and then coming together?
We're still kind of figuring it out, to be honest. Like, I think I want this tour to be looked at like it's not even like she's opening for me. It's more of like a co-headline, to be honest. She's had such big success of her own and has huge songs as well. So it's like, I'd like to think that it'll be a bit of back and forth with both of us, and then some moments where we come together. But yeah, and like I said, we're both very different stylistically as well. So I think the people are going to get a little bit of everything from this show, because there'll be those gentler moments from Grace, those more R&B soul driven moments that she can do that I can't, and then there'll be those big powerhouse vocal moments as well that I really thrive on, but she can obviously crush as well. So I think if you're a singer or if you're a fan of voices, then this is the show to go see. And then musically we're going to touch on a few different genres as well. So hopefully there's something for everyone.
Awesome. So then creatively, would you like to collaborate with Grace more in 2026? Perhaps like a Sewell Siblings record?
I think we want to do a song together. I don't know about a whole record, but eventually I think that would be beautiful. Like I said, it's super hard for us because we both like different things. So we're trying to find the right things to land on that we're like, okay, cool, that's the right song for us to sing. And not something that we're over singing on either. Like, we don't want to compete on a record. We want to, we want it to be beautiful and feel harmonious, not I'm singing this part and I can sing higher than you and blah, blah, blah. It needs to come together in the right way.
Yeah, you don't want it to just be like, oh, this is my verse and now this is Grace's verse, and then we never
exactly.
Really... It's like we're not in the same room. So then lastly, alongside this tour announcement, you also released the new single, Deserve. Can you tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind that song as well?
I mean, the song was it came from a very real place. I feel like I put on this brave face that I deserve all of this stuff that I've got. And truth be told, I've made some mistakes in my life. I've been suffering with addiction for a long time. And when I wrote this song, I just felt like I didn't deserve anything. And I felt like maybe that's why I wasn't getting what I wanted. And I was sitting with my collaborators, Jamie and Dave, and they were like, you do deserve this, and you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be happy. The lyric just came really easily because I was just speaking about how I've felt a lot of my life, and that it's hard. Life is hard, and that we all need more love in our lives, and we need to love ourselves more, and that's what the song is about.
Did becoming a father sort of change that in your brain as well a little bit?
Yeah, because I want my kids to know that they're loved, and I don't want them to have the same issues that I have. You know what I mean, with self love, and I don't want them to you know, what do you call it, self sabotage
Mhm.
opportunities, or do things that would hurt them. Because I've done that in my life, and I don't know where that comes from, that insecurity and that lack of love that I have for myself. I mean, it's blessed me with some nice songs, but it's been a curse, and I don't want that for my kids. So I think, you know, I'm trying to move through that so I can teach my kids to not do that to themselves.
Yeah, the blessing and curse of being sort of a creative songwriter, where it's you have to go through those hard times to get the inspiration for the really beautiful songs.
Yeah, exactly.
So tickets are available for the tour at teamworktouring.com. They're available now. But where is the best place for people to support you and track your creative journey moving forward?
Just Instagram, TikTok, man. Conrad Official is my handle with everything. I'm pretty active on the socials now, so yeah, just slide in my DMs, get on my stories, follow the journey. And yeah, tickets are on all my platforms. It's Conrad Official. You'll see the little blue tick. That's me. And yeah, I appreciate everyone's support, and I hope everyone enjoys the show.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for taking the time and good luck with everything.
Cheers, mate. Thanks so much, bro. Nice to meet you.